So we are going to make a pork loin chop. Loin pork. Whatever. I'll show you in a second. We are going to make that in the crock pot and let that go on low for a few hours. We are going to make kind of a orange with some soy sauce and some different spices. Sort of a sweet with heat type of deal, and a little bit, tangy with the orange. Fruit pairs so well with pork. Obviously, pork chop and like applesauce was really good. I might throw some pineapple in there. So, all right. Well, thanks for joining me. So, again, it's your kitchen. You can do whatever you like. Follow a recipe if that's easier for you, but I like to measure and spice with my heart and what sounds good to me and the flavors that I like. So we've got some light soy sauce. We're going to put a little bit of vinegar in there, some orange juice. I love cumin in almost everything. It's a really good warm spice. Some parsley for some green, onion powder, black pepper, a little bit of salt, rosemary, chili powder again for heat. This is kind of optional because this has salt in it too, so we'll only use a little bit of that. Thyme is really great when you are using sausage or pork, same with rosemary, and some fresh garlic and olive oil. So we're going to be doing a couple things. We're going to make the marinade that's going to go in the crock pot, sitting with the pork loin and just letting that go. But we're also going to make a rub. I hate this thing. I'm going to break a nail. There we go. Jeez. Let's do like a cup. That's a pain in the butt. Couple tablespoons of soy sauce. Splash of balsamic. Healthy glug of olive oil. Hi, baby. A little bit of salt here. Okay, a lot of these spices I'm going to be using on the pork loin itself, but I'll put a little bit of them in the marinade. Oh, it's oregano. That was black pepper. Oh well. Pretty sure I don't need it. We've got chili powder. That's alright. Oregano's good too. Okay. Got my teapot going. Sorry. Healthy spoonful of garlic. I didn't do the rosemary, but I'm going to save that for the rub. Give it a stir. Make sure everything is mixed in. Now, I'm not going to worry about the pork being completely submerged in liquid. I'm not as much worried about that. Probably half of it will be covered. I'm going to let it go for like 3 hours or so and then just flip it. I like there to be just a tiny bit of texture to my pork loin. But if you want to cover it all, by all means. Had some pineapple I need to use up. And those flavors are really good together. Okay, I'm going to go get the loin. I think my tea is done. This is a decaf chai. Okay. Onion. Thyme. Making sure I didn't already add my salt. This is my favorite way of cooking. Just going off of just what feels right in your gut. Spices that you like. I mean, it requires a little bit of a palate to know if something is like too salty to you. But once you kind of get that idea, then you're good. You know, if you have like 10 spices in your cupboard, let's say, and you're going to make pork loin like I am, then I'm going to just kind of squish them down a little bit. Kind of wake up the dried spices a little bit here. If you have 10 spices in your cupboard, you can just simply Google what spices go well with pork loin. Or you have so I don't really use recipe books to do a recipe. I more like it for like educational purposes. Scissors. You know, because you can learn a lot from just watching a video or seeing how someone else does it in a recipe book. I'm going to be washing this in the dishwasher, so it's okay if the juice gets onto here. I just didn't want all of it onto here. So the other day, I was at the grocery store. Oh, so what you're going to do is you're going to take little pinches and you're going to kind of squish it in like that. So I was at the store the other day and I had bought some pork chops. And I was bringing the pork chops to the checkout counter and all this juice got on my stuff. Now, some of it was probably water, you know, because they probably had it frozen and whatnot, but ooh, it was really gross. Because I had some fresh veggies in there. You know, it's one thing if it's like a gallon of milk or something and you get some of that, I'll just wipe it off with a cloth, but nope, that wasn't the case. So that was fun. The lady felt bad about it, but I'm like, it's not your fault. If anything, it's the people that packaged it. But, okay, turn that over. Now I'm going to go wash my hands, and I'm going to get a skillet nice and warm. Hang on. See you in a minute. Probably my least favorite knife to use. The other one I used is dirty, so oh well, we'll make it work. Just gonna add a little onion. I could do some carrots and peppers if I wanted, but I'm just going to just do onion. Because I'll probably make some rice or something for my husband and make a gravy out of the trimmings from the pork. And I will either see if I have some cabbage or, actually, cabbage probably really good. I'll probably put mine over cabbage or cauliflower or something like that, or make like a sandwich type of thing and put it in a pepper. Okay, pan is almost done. Alright, here we are. I have some oil in the pan. It's smoking, so it's hot. I'm going to turn that down just a little bit. Closer to like a medium low. I don't want this to spatter at me, so I'm just going to let it cool just a tiny bit. I don't know if you can hear that, but chickies are making lots of noise this morning. I put some apple core in there earlier. Just let it cool off a tiny bit. Okay. When you put this in a pan, try to do it away from yourself as best you can. Okay, this has been on here for about 6 minutes. Look at that color. Alright, I'm going to give it a flip. Okay, we are going to, I think we're going to do it on high, at least for now, to kind of get this rocking and rolling. And when the pork is done, we're going to put it in here, put the cap on, and I will show you the finished result. It's been about 5 hours. And this is where we are. Completely fork tender. I ended up putting just a little bit of mustard on the top. Alright, I'm going to break this apart and I'm just going to let it sit in the juice a little bit, and I'm going to make some gravy to go with it. But that's it. Thank you for joining me.